There's a lot of talk right now about Errol Spence and a tweet he put out a while back about just say no to the alcohol and talking about how he regrets ever indulging in alcohol. In case y'all didn't know, Errol Spence was a dipsomaniac, and he just couldn't control his urge to consume alcohol. Now, I understand Errol Spence being born in America, an American parent, another parent from the Caribbean, just like myself. You know what I'm saying? But his dad Jamaican, my pops are from Trinidad and Tobago, you know what I mean? And Jamaica and Trinidad ain't the same, but there's some similarities. The one thing about all Caribbean people, no matter where they're from out there in the Caribbean, Spanish-speaking islands or whatever, it doesn't matter. We all like our food, music, and alcohol. I remember as a young kid, I ain't gonna get into that, but I just say, I can understand what he's saying. I haven't consumed alcohol in about 16 years. I have no interest. My first son was born. I said, you know what, I don't need that shit. I need to be in control. I need to know if something happens, I can react. But to just know as a professional athlete at the level Errol Spence was at, you know, when he was driving that car, you know, alcohol had a lot to do with, well, there's a lot of things. But one thing that jumped out as far as the reasoning behind that car accident, he was a little intoxicated, okay? So when he talks about regretting the use of alcohol and saying for people out there, especially athletes, hey, pay attention. He's trying to spread a message, but you know, people don't want to hear that. They want the drama, they want the negative. Nobody want to hear the positive. But I respect Errol Spence for throwing that out. But I do think Errol Spence sitting back, relaxing, and reflecting on his career, it almost sounds like there's a little bit of a void there, like, man, you know what? Maybe I could have done this or that if I wasn't, you know, excessively consuming alcohol. And just maybe after these last few years of him not touching alcohol, which I'm assuming he's not, maybe Errol Spence may just come back in the ring to just see, let me see how I perform now after being well-rested, you know, free of alcohol. Let me see if I can get in there and probably do the business at 154, 160. I don't think he should return to boxing, but, you know, they're going to do what they want, right?